Hey everybody, welcome to episode 10 of the Hammock Life. Today is Monday and this is episode 10.
Episode 10.
Woo!
Cool.
We accomplished something.
Yes, we did.
You know what else I'm going to accomplish?
Opening a beer.
Yes, sir.
Hands free, Bill.
I don't have a can. I had to download an app to open the can.
I'm pretty sure
There's a
I
whole
heard
app?
Bill put
An
way more
entire
effort
app.
into that than I ever would have thought to. I would have just sipped it
I appreciate the effort though.
or blown bubbles.
Maybe he started a
Could've
whole
blown-
trend. You don't even know.
What are we
You don't even
drinking?
know.
What are you drinking, Pat?
I have a hoppy pilsner from New England Brewing Company.
Nice.
Ooh, very nice.
I am drinking one of our beers. This is not yet released. It's a beer that we did in conjunction with Tom M's efforts to fundraise for the Closer to Free fundraiser, which benefits Smilo. So it's us and Tom M and the overall fundraising goal there. Stout with graham crackers, vanilla, hazelnut, and most importantly, Tom's Tears.
That's a good ingredient.
It's true. I was there.
I'm so mad I missed that brew day.
I got Hooker, Thomas Hooker's No Filter.
Believe-
It's their New England IPA.
I believe that's a hashtag no filter, Kevin.
Oh, I don't know how to read.
It's an important
I'm
distinction.
too old. That's ampersand. No
okay.
filter.
And I'm drinking Armada Brewing Company's Savage Queen Double IPA. Double, not triple.
Pound sign, no filter.
And speaking of the fundraiser, too, keep an eye out. We're going to have to figure out how we're going to end up releasing this and what we're going to want to do because, obviously, with what's going on currently, that killed all of our plans for the most part. So keep an eye out. And also check out Tom's shirts that he's also selling for the fundraising efforts. He posts them on the CT Beer Drinkers
Well-
Facebook page and stuff like that.
Those fundraising efforts are different, though.
Yes, those are different.
They are?
Well, Tom's actually doing. Well, I can elaborate since I'm the one that prints the shirts.
Yeah, well, and you're
for
also
Tom.
the one that told me to remember to mention
So-
the
Yeah, yeah.
shirts.
So Tom-
I thought they
Tom-
were the same.
Tom is known for the slogan, if you don't know, it's always stout season, which he has a Star Wars themed shirt that he sells year round. They're $20. All the proceeds go directly to the Cancer Center, the Closer to Free ride. The same thing the contributions from the beer are going to. Right now, amidst of the virus and the people that are impacted, we released another limited shirt last week where all the proceeds are going to help pay someone's rent who is now unemployed
Oh, that's right.
because of the virus.
I think
Right. So
specific,
there's separate
separate fundraiser.
fundraiser efforts here, but they're both for good causes.
Both
Right,
great
right.
causes.
One
Les-
kills
lesson
cancer,
learned.
one gets people a house.
Yeah.
Lesson learned. Listen to Pat. Don't listen to me.
I think specifically
That should
the-
always be your lesson.
That's very, very fair.
Unless there's a high wind.
Yeah. I weeble and I wobble and I almost fell down.
Nailed it.
Side note, I did actually fall down walking to my mailbox the other day.
Nice.
There was like a divot in the lawn and I took a face plant into the grass. It was
Oh,
bad.
there you go. I fell one time walking across the street to get to the bus with my saxophone in my hand, and then everybody asked me if I had a nice trip when I got on. It was kind of embarrassing.
Saxophone.
Saxophone.
But yeah, I think one distinction, I think Tom's current fundraising effort goes directly to hospitality and restaurant industry people who have lost
Yeah.
their jobs as a result.
Very
Exactly.
Cool.
Good job, Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo!
How's the
So
beer?
we'll post a link up to
I'm
his thing for
surprised
that
how much
too,
I
so
liked it.
anybody's watching and got confused. I'm sure he'll explain it better than we did.
Yeah.
Anywho,
Sometimes.
so giveaway time, right?
It is
Yeah,
giveaway.
let's do the
time.
It is
giveaway.
giveaway time. So we have. Hey Julian, you want to grab that hammock quick?
Yeah, I
And
can do
show
that.
it into the. So we got the hammock giveaway. We were running for about a week and a half. Anybody who ordered on our store, the online store, and came and picked up every $25 transaction. You just show it quick. They're like, "Ooh, Vanna White over here." So we basically, for every $25 you spent, you got an entry. So if you spend $100, you got 4 entries into this thing. We're gonna do it live now. I have a spreadsheet with all the names. What Pat's gonna do is go to random.org.
That is correct.
That's right.
www.
www.random.org. Now, full disclosure, I have not looked at the spreadsheet. I just know the number of entries on it, and I have put the number of entries.
Did I tell you? So it's 8. We got 82 entries.
Ooh,
Yeah.
very nice. Thank you, guys.
So I have a range set for 1 through 82, and I'm going to hit the generate button right now.
It should make a cool sound. This is no fun.
Bill, you can make a cool sound. And the winner is number 38 on your list.
38.
What the fuck kind of sound was that I made?
We had a keyboard that makes lots of cool sounds,
right,
and you
so
chose that.
The winner, the person who's going to be ecstatic, comfy, basically it could be like their own getaway at their own house now, is Kate McGrath.
Woo, go Kate.
Congratulations,
38, right?
Kate.
38?
Congratulations.
38.
Yeah, Kate. Kate is great, and now she's got a hammock. If you're a friend with her, maybe once it's all over, she'll let you borrow the hammock.
Maybe.
But either way, she'll have to come down and pick it up. We'll hopefully she's watching because I'm going to have to wait at least a day until I post it up.
Right.
What's the so side note?
Right.
Side note. What's the over under on Kevin going back to watch this episode later so he can remember what name we drew?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
only reason that we're recording this, I assume.
I mean, I feel like it's a given.
I'm pretty sure it has to happen.
No, it's going to happen.
So congrats, Kate, for
Congrats,
you.
Kate.
Cheers.
All right.
All right, who's up?
I really am surprised by how much I like this beer, by the way.
I mean,
It's
Tom's tears are apparently delicious.
for the amount of adjuncts and crap we put in here, it is really
Next time,
fucking
let's do a
delicious.
Goza with Tom's
It's
tears.
really, really
ooh, that'd be
delicious.
perfect.
Are you saying it's because it's salty like Tom? All right, Bill.
All right.
The floor is yours.
Yeah, I
All
came in
right.
with a hot take. We're not going to do the wheel this week because I had something in mind, and you guys have no fucking idea what it is.
It's true.
I'm scared.
I'm a little scared too. I know right off the bat I'm going to be the minority here. Nobody watching or you guys probably are going to agree with me. But
Dun, 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 dun.
beer being hoarded, cellared, aged is fucking stupid. Drink it, enjoy it.
Well,
That's it.
you need to elaborate.
I'm going
Okay,
to.
okay.
But that's what I got.
He was just letting us.
I
So-
want
breathe.
you to
I'm
know
letting
this.
that sink in for a second.
I want you to know this was a hot take in my head for a later episode.
Was it really?
Yes.
Well, I stole it.
It will
Yoink.
not worded that exact, but I want to hear your explanation. So please
Okay.
continue.
So, I mean, it's pretty simple for the most part. I've never ever had a beer that I've saved, and 1 year, 2 years down the line, cracked it open and been like, you know what? I am really glad I saved this. It was never much better or different than when it was fresher. I mean, all right, so I take that back. It was different. However, I've never been excited or happy, been like, yes, I'm glad I sat on this
He's
beer.
arguing with himself.
I am. Because
Who's winning?
I don't know yet.
I think Jess.
What's that cat doing?
Yeah, I'm so sick of this quarantine stuff already. You guys, I got called an asshole because
love this.
because I did not stop what I was in the middle of doing to go and look at what the cat was doing.
Did you have to move, or could you have just looked?
What if the cat was
No,
like
I had to
making-
move.
What if the
Oh,
cat was
that
like making a
sounds
steak
reasonable.
or something? That'd be pretty cool.
I don't know.
Well, was,
So
what,
anyway,
was what you were
amazing.
doing playing video games on the couch?
I was cataloging
No.
my vinyl record collection
Okay,
and
okay.
playing video games and yeah.
So,
So
back,
you were
at,
doing
back to
a
this
lot.
hot,
I
back
was
to this
doing-
hot
I was
take.
in the middle. All right, yeah,
Oh,
so-
yeah.
back on track here.
You were saying.
So I mean, there's been a few times where I've cracked something open that's been aged and it tasted really good. But again, I've never been that ecstatic that it was that much better than when it was fresh. I think beer is just meant to be drank. Open it up when you get it fresh, drink it, enjoy it. Life's too short to hoard beers and sit on beers. You end up with a cellar full of shit you're never gonna fucking drink. Like Pat, I've seen your cellar.
I'm ready for the beer apocalypse. I do not want to respond first to this because I have lots of thoughts running through my head. I need to sort them out.
That's fair.
I'll respond first. I think Bill has a decent point. However, I do think that there is definitely some benefit to having a cellar and a little bit of a beer collection going. First and foremost, the benefit is that you have a beer collection going. You know, it's cool to have hundreds of bottles of beer that you could drink at any time.
On the wall.
Well, no, only 99 are on the wall. The rest of them are on the floor, Kevin. Otherwise, you can't sing the song.
I have 4 beers at my house right now.
Okay, well, you're
Give a
going to have
secret,
no
give a
beers by
secret
the end.
stash. Don't lie.
I have had one beer that I sat on and aged for a couple of years that when I opened it up, I was super happy that I did so. And that was the Vanilla Rye Bourbon County, whatever thingamajigger it was. And I sat on it for
Sounds
a
like
year.
my talk.
And I opened it up, and it was just absolutely incredible. And I had tried a sip or two of it when it was fresh, and I felt like the beer just kind of had mellowed out and settled into itself after a year. And so I think that there is absolutely a time and a place to sit on and age a beer. But I do think that it is beer, not only style, but beer specific.
Yeah. No, I can see that for sure. But I think, too, a lot of times the beers that people are holding on to and cellaring and aging, they've, to an extent, already been aged by the brewery for you, whether it's, barrel aged or however that's, before they release it. Actually, I was at a tap room one day.
It's in the name,
barrel
aged.
This is a couple years back. Exactly. And there was a special release that the brewery was releasing, and a customer near me was asking the bartender, who was also one of the brewers, if they should, sit on it. Will it be better if they age it? And the guy was like, man, we've already aged this for you. Just drink it and enjoy it. And like, that was the day that this kind of frame of mind clicked for me. I was like, you know what? He's fucking right.
I have been told that before by brewers as well.
Yeah.
And then I aged it anyway because I'm a stubborn ass, and they were right. I should not have aged that beer.
Yeah, I mean, my take is aging beer is stupid. And by, I guess, or having a cellar, and that's just my personal preference, is stupid. I think aging beer slightly is okay, depending on your personal flavor or taste. And that aging, I mean, like a couple months or something like that. I mean, but that's not a cellar. Right. So I'm sort of splitting the two, like splitting the hair there. So like a 3 to 6 months, I feel like you're just sort of aging that to drink it, but you're not like aging it to save it and like as a cellaring type of thing. So in my opinion, a few months here or there, sure, doesn't matter. You may just prefer, like, say you like, I don't know, I can't really think off the top of my head right now, but and we're also taking into account like naturally carbonated beers, something like that. Like, because sometimes you'll buy them where they're carbonated in the bottle, and that time you do want to age it, but that's also being specified usually by the brewer. But per my personal preference, I don't disagree. I agree with this. Is that a cellar is stupid.
Yeah,
I'm also not a stuff person.
That is true. You,
You
do not
can
like
confirm.
Julian's first argument was, "Oh, now you have a cool collection," and I'm like, "Ooh, more stuff to throw out." Like, I mean, that's just where I go. But I totally see people who are very passionate from the collector side, for sure. Like, I mean, Jeff Browning has like probably one of the biggest sellers out there, and he's like, "Oh, come just grab a bottle," and it's very cool to try that beer. Don't get me wrong. Like, I appreciate the people who appreciate it. But personally, it's not for me. I don't want things. I want to enjoy it while it's there. I want to maintain that enjoyment in the moment. And to Bill's point, I mean, most beers are brewed to be consumed at that point. I mean, if you, as a consumer, decide you want to age a beer, you're assuming you know better than the brewery, which I guess that's fine. I'm not going to judge your intelligence or knowledge of beer. You may be smarter than the brewer. I have no idea.
Most people are smarter than
Everybody
the brewer.
on Untapped is smarter
Most
than the brewer,
people.
Kevin.
I mean, I wasn't being facetious.
Neither am
I. Especially in this situation.
I was.
One word you said to me really stood out. Throw away. Or that's 2 words. But 2 words you said.
If it's hyphenated, that was one.
I can't count how many people I have known who have had a big beer collection, had a big cellar, and at some point they get to the point where they're just, what am I going to do with this? They end up throwing a lot of it out or just giving it away. They unload it all because they went overboard. They got way too interested in the collector part of it, and
Pat's just
then
waiting.
realized like,
Hey,
shit,
Bill, I represent this comment.
I thought you were going to start singing Willy Wonka.
I am accidentally talking shit about Pat.
No, it's all right.
It's
okay.
No,
He's here.
no, I have so many
But,
thoughts
yeah.
going with this.
No, this is perfect. It's good
Yeah.
because we have something that's like a mini cellar. Because you have a couple dozen bottles, I feel like.
Not even. I think probably right now I've maybe got like 6 bottles, but it's because I've drank through.
Regardless,
But yeah,
I-
mini
mini cellar.
I moved my bottle shelf a couple months ago. It took me
Cellar.
6 hours.
I might have
That's
like 3 or 4 bottles, and that's only
Yeah.
like here, and
So-
it was to buy to share to people. I mean,
So
I don't know.
I will say for the longest time I was 100% I'm gonna buy stuff to cellar, because it's like I go to an area where I can't get those things and I want to get them. Or the prime example is Igor's from Two Roads.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I
Those
want to
beers
have
are
that.
great.
I want to I've got bottles of that from every year. A couple aspects of the cellar, and this is why one of the reasons I've toned back on it is, one, I've just stopped whale hunting and searching for those crazy things. I drink things at the source. I enjoy them. I might bring something home to drink with my friends in the near future, but that's about it. The other side of the coin is, over time you learn what sellers better and what doesn't. In reality, there's only a couple styles of beer that truly do cellar well if you're going to cellar them. And it's basically a dark beer over 10% or the right type of sour beer.
Yeah.
Outside of that, things don't cellar well, plain and simple.
Yeah,
But
and-
that's what it is.
And
Yeah, it needs
granted,
some
I,
farmhouse
and- but
too, right?
but here's the caveat that goes with it that most people don't do, and I found myself falling into the same hole. If you're going to cellar
That's what she said.
if you are going to cellar a beer that you have never had, you are 1,000% doing it wrong.
Yeah, that's
Oh, yeah,
stupid.
You
yeah,
need-
buy
do that.
two.
Like
buy two.
you have to buy two and try it immediately,
Mm-hmm.
and drink one, and here's the other side of it. Make a note of what you thought about it, what it tasted like, and then go back a year, 2 years down the road and say, hey, all right, here's what I thought. This changed, or this is the same. It's better now. It's worse now. Now, granted, it's a lot easier these days with apps like Untappd where you can make notes and look and see what you've done with stuff like that.
Right.
But I'll be honest, outside of the real local stuff, notably the Igors of the world, I have not done that. So now I go to get something to appreciate, and I can't appreciate it because I don't remember what it was. I don't remember what it tasted like.
So, excuse me. What we should do for next episode? Could we have a couple like aged bottles here?
we do.
Oh, we
yeah.
do. We
Yeah,
could do, like, a
yeah.
We're
vertical.
totally gonna do that. Like we're gonna pop a couple bottles that have been aging, and see what they taste like. But that'll be next episode.
Nice.
Because we're not going to stop to go get them right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean we got
No.
beers here. I don't want to waste them.
Yeah. That's
And
fair.
granted, I've definitely had beers that have been aged that have been popped open and have been fucking excellent, delicious. But in my experience, more often than not, they've either been extremely lackluster or just flat out
Well,
bad.
and like I said, it
Was it
comes
worth
down.
the wait?
A lot of it comes
No.
down to, it kind of takes your opinion, your fact, in my opinion, that brewers know best, and my point of there are only certain styles that age well. Because if you look at places, my prime example, Hair of the Dog out in Portland, Oregon, known for their barley wines and big beers. They age things in wood, in stone eggs, and everything. They have a vintage bottle collection going back, 8-10 years that you can order off of. At times very limited, when they're available. But if there are breweries that are selling aged beers as well.
Right.
So it's not totally out there
Yep.
that it's impossible to do. It's just the common knowledge is not there. Everyone just thinks, I can just put a bottle on my shelf.
Yeah,
and
in
let
my
it-
cellar.
In my cellar, in the sun with it
Right.
being 72.
Or just like super damp,
Y-
and
you know,
yeah,
and-
there's definitely very different.
And exactly.
I've definitely screwed up a couple of bottles that I
Absolute-
tried to age.
So I think because of this conversation, my overall views actually changed a little bit. It's not that cellaring is dumb. It's that too many people don't know which beers they should be cellaring and
How to do it.
how to do it. I think
this
that's,
is the hot compromise.
I think that's the compromise.
Sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens with a hot tea.
No, yeah,
That's
I
why
mean,
I like conversations.
I understand. I mean, I respect the stance of why people do it. It's just my OCD alone doesn't like it.
Yeah.
It's not being
If I-
used. Why
If,
have it?
if,
Well, I
I,
also-
if I had to go back right now, I would probably have maybe 24 bottles in my house of stuff I've been saving, and it's because like right now I have at least one bottle of every year of Igor's Dream
Right.
since they came out.
Pat,
Like,
Do you ever find yourself getting, if it's like a low bottle count, like rare bottle, you buy one and then you just look at it because you don't want to drink it because then it's gone, and then when you finally do, you're mad that you didn't drink it earlier?
yes and no. When I cracked open that bottle of Full Sonic for my birthday a couple years back, that aged fantastically. I enjoyed
Yeah,
it.
that was nice. It was
You know,
farmhouse sour. Yeah,
But
yeah.
but that was a type of beer I feel like I could have aged.
I think that was also bottle conditioned. I'm pretty sure.
I think it was. At that point, that was like from the first run, so
Yeah,
it
yeah.
might have been. But at the same point, if I waited another year, it may have been horrible. I don't know. Now I don't have to worry about that.
I've definitely ruined bottles by being so limited. Oh my god! But if I drink it, I don't have any more, and I've got one right now. And then you finally open it up, it's like, oops.
Yeah,
I guess
I've become much more immediate with my thought process overall in life in general. Like I could die tomorrow, so I'm gonna enjoy whatever the hell's in front of me. I'm not gonna wait.
You've been
I'm not
hanging
gonna-
out with
I'm not
Kevin too
gonna-
much.
I'm not gonna put it off. Like
Here's a bowl of heroin. Enjoy.
That is aggressive, Kevin.
He's gonna enjoy it.
He's
He
gonna
might die.
He's gonna chase that dragon, man.
you know what I mean.
Well,
Yeah.
I feel like we all kind of feel like a middle ground on this one after the conversation.
I respect why people do it. And I've had conversations with more educated individuals than I, like Cicerone people, and I mean, I just know personally, I just don't care to do it.
Yeah,
I
those
mean,
people are all going to disagree with me.
anything that I'm aging, there is a few here, I've always bought it to share with people, and it just never came up yet.
It just sits around. Yeah.
Like it literally is here to be shared. We just hadn't gotten there yet, so
feel like
it's
those
been
are-
like
That's why we're going to drink them next
Right?
episode.
I'll say they're probably in bombers too, aren't they?
they're everywhere. Yeah, most of them are bombers for sure.
Well, that's honestly that's the biggest reason why I never end up going to my cellar. Is it's a lot of the time I want to just drink it, but I don't want to drink 25 ounces of it.
Right.
And-
Hey,
yeah.
Kayla's got a customer.
And
Oh, by the way, it's Kayla's birthday today, guys.
Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday, Kayla!
Internet, wish Kayla happy birthday.
yeah, so like when I go to think about like I'm in the basement. One, I forget to put the bottle in the fridge to chill it down to where I want to drink it. So that pisses me off. And two, I don't want to drink that much by myself.
Yeah.
Like when I'm at the point where I think about wanting to drink that bottle.
Well, I think that's why also like people are moving to the 700 mil or 350 milliliter like
Yeah.
sizes, because that way it's a single serving. You can buy 2 or 4 of them, the same amount of liquid that the like bomber would have been, and then you can share that or just have it yourself. You know, you're not really limited to that.
That's because it's becoming more socially acceptable to drink by yourself because shit's getting crazier and crazier, so we're all just getting drunk alone.
I think it's actually currently encouraged to stay home and drink by
It's,
yourself.
it's a
actually.
requirement.
Yeah, you're doing your
It's a
citizen duty
requirement.
right now.
I just want you guys all to know that if I was diagnosed with the Rona tomorrow, I wouldn't have to go to the grocery store for my quarantine period because I could live off my beer cellar.
Nice, but then
Winning.
Is that's the
we're not,
monk's diet, right?
you have to phone in, I guess. Shoreline from the house. That's all.
Yeah, I'm not talking about podcasts. I'm talking about
I am.
survival.
We're
get a
talking about
photo
life
for
here.
him.
This is real life.
Shit just got real. You're sick.
Dude.
You're coming to do the podcast.
No, he's
I
gonna
love being able to
promote.
pet Jeff from right here.
Take it
I
easy.
think he likes that.
I think
Kitties.
I think we should wrap it up. 'Cause I think
we're
we're
good.
done.
Yeah, I think we're all set.
Sweet. Oh, do we have food this week?
Oh, yes, we do. We wanted to mention this week CJ Sparrows in Cheshire. Great little spot if you've never been there. It's a small spot in a little strip there.
in Cheshire.
In Cheshire, yep.
Where's that
They
again?
make really good food
Cheshire.
in Cheshire.
I didn't hear that
and
part.
in Cheshire, they also have a really good draft
Connecticut.
list in Cheshire.
In Cheshire?
Yes.
That's in Cheshire, right?
It is. That is
Cool.
in
Are
Cheshire.
you sure?
Yes, absolutely
mean-
positive.
Hit them. Are they? Do you know if they're off the top of your head if they're open or no?
We got to start checking on
Shit,
that.
I did not check on that. But
Well,
we will
link will be in the
them.
description.
Yes, check them out. They're probably doing takeout, but
I think they. I mean, I'm
take
pretty
that
sure
with a
I
grain of
saw it.
salt because I haven't checked. I didn't look it up before the
Right.
episode.
Oh, smash that like button too. We still do that, right?
Oh yeah.
And hit the bell for
Hit
the
the
little
ding.
for the alerts, and don't forget about the audio edition of the podcast, which I'll actually remember to upload tonight.
Oh, I also thought of one more thing real quick. Since you were
Uh-oh.
drinking the New England, I wanted to mention if you
The New England.
if you didn't notice, they online they have gone to curbside only. You can't walk in and pick up beer anymore. You have to order it ahead of time or call them. When you get in the parking lot. I'm assuming they just got really busy over the weekend and it got a little crazy, so they had to switch up what they're doing there just for everyone's safety and all that. So yeah, make sure you look them up before you go and give a call and order ahead and all that stuff.
Cool.
That's it.
All right.
That's all I got. Drink
All
local.
right.
Cheers.
Keep living that hammock life.
Oh wait, I have one more thing.
Oh, wait,
Oh.
Kevin has one more thing. Don't live the hammock life yet.
You can't say live the hammock life. He didn't start playing the outro music yet, Bill.
wait, yeah, you guys get
Way
shit until I put
too-
music.
I haven't gotten this down to a
The,
science yet.
Well, to add to the audio part of it, you can also just go to our website, noworriesbeer.com/listen, and the audio's there along with the YouTubes and all that stuff. So if you don't remember where to go, noworriesbeer.com/listen.
Kev, do you remember who
Boom.
won the hammock?
Awesome.
Some wonderful woman.
Katie McGrath?
Mm.
I think so. I might
Not
be
Mark
wrong.
McGrath.
No, definitely. There's no Sugar Ray here.
Oh.
You don't want to. Until next time, keep living that hammock
Keep
life,
living
guys.
that hammock life. Cheers.